Let's start the class. Inverse of a square matrix by using elementary operations or transformations. There are 6 operations or transformations on a matrix, 3 of which are due to rows and 3 due to columns, and are known as elementary operations or transformations. The first property, the interchange of any two rows or any two columns as Ri interchange with Rj or Ci interchange with Cj. That is, ith row of the matrix is interchanged with jth row of the matrix is denoted by this Ri interchange with Rj. Similarly, ith column of the matrix is interchanged with jth column of the matrix is denoted in this way. And second property, the multiplication of all elements of any row or column by a non-zero scalar as Ri is followed by Kri or Ci is followed by Kci for all k not equal to 0. Third property, the addition of elements of any row or column with the corresponding element of any other row or column multiplied by a non-zero scalar is defined as Ri is followed by Ri plus Krj or Ci is followed by Ci plus Kcj. That is, we have exactly 3 elementary row transformation, this and this, and exactly 3 elementary columns transformation. So total 6 number of elementary operations, out of which 3 are elementary row transformation, 3 are elementary column transformations. If a matrix B is obtained from the matrix A by one or more elementary transformations, then A and B are equivalent matrices. Most important thing, when two matrices are equivalent matrices. If the matrix B is obtained from the matrix A by using one or more elementary transformations. For example, if A is this, if we apply row 1 interchange with row 2, here row 1 is this and row 2 is this. If we interchange row 1 to row 2 and row 2 to row 1, we write it right in this way. The matrix obtained is equivalent to the matrix A. If we interchange column 2 with column 3, here column 2 is this and column 3 is this. If we interchange these two, then the matrix obtained is also equivalent to the matrix A. Again, applying R1 is followed by R1 minus 2 row 2. That is, row 1 is followed by row 1 minus 2 into row 2. That is 2 minus 2, it is 0. 0 minus 6, it is minus 6. 1 minus 4, minus 3. Again 1, 3, 2, 1, 1, minus 1. Again this matrix obtained is also equivalent to the matrix A. Again by applying row 2 is followed by row 2 minus 2 row 2. That is, you have to multiply minus 2 on row 2. That is minus 2, minus 6, minus 4. So obviously this matrix obtained is equivalent to the matrix A. Most important thing, there are two types of elementary transformations, that is elementary row transformations, that is application of only row operations. Elementary column transformation, that is application of only column operations. So the most important thing, we can find the inverse of a square matrix by using either elementary row transformation or elementary column transformation. We cannot use both at a time. We can find the inverse of a matrix by using either elementary row or elementary column transformation. As you know that there are 3 elementary row transformation and 3 elementary column transformations. So procedure to find the inverse of a square matrix by using elementary operations. Start with A equal to I into A, where I is an identity matrix, same as the order of A. Applying sequence of row or column operations, either we use row operation or column operation, not use both at a time. Operations on A equal to IA till we get I equal to BA. That is, we have to use elementary operations on A equal to IA till we get I equal to BA. As you know that if multiplication from two matrices is an identity matrix, then one is inverse of other. So as you have to find out the inverse of the matrix A, so B is the inverse of A. But we know that we cannot find the inverse of all matrices, square matrices. We can find the inverse of only non-singular matrices. So in this method, how we check that whether we can find or cannot find the inverse of that matrix. So in case after applying one or more elementary operations on A equal to IA, if we obtain all 0 in any row or column of a matrix A on LHS, then A inverse does not exist. Means while we use elementary transformations A equal to IA to get I equal to BA or A inverse A, if every elements of any row or column of left hand side are 0, then inverse of the matrix does not exist. Now, algorithm to find the inverse of a square matrix by using elementary row transformations. We also find the inverse of the matrix by using elementary column transformations. But here where I say the algorithm, it is not the procedure. I just say one of the method to find the inverse of the square matrix by using elementary row transformations. That is, you have to start with A equal to IA. By using elementary row transformation, we have to reduce to I equal to A inverse into A. That is, we have to reduce A to I. Automatically, I reduce to A inverse by using elementary transformations. Suppose we consider a square matrix of order 3 in this way. Suppose this A, this is I. That is, we have to AI is reduced to I into A inverse. That is, A is reduced to I. While using elementary row transformations, we have to solve column wise, and when we use elementary column transformation, we solve row wise. Step 1, we have to reduce A11 to 1. As we have to reduce A to I, you have to reduce A11 to 1. As we know that in elementary row transformation, we have to solve column wise. That is, the first column must be 1 0 0. So second step is A21 and A31 to 0 using this one. That is, reduce 21 and 31 positions to 0 by using 1 of step 1. Again, first column is completed. That is, first column is completed. Again, go to second column. Second column is 0 1 0. So first we have to reduce A22 to 1. That is step 3. To position 2 2 to 1. Again, A12 and A32 positions to 0 by using this one. That's step 4. Again at step 5, we have to reduce these to 1 and reduce this and these to 0 using this one. So the procedure is, first you have to reduce this to 1 and this to 0 using this one. Again, reduce this to 1 and this to 0 using this one. Again, this to 1, you have to reduce this and this to 0 using this one. So don't think that step 1 means you have to use only one elementary row transformation. You may use more than one elementary row transformation to complete the step 1. And to complete the step 2, you may use more than 1 or 2 elementary row transformations. It is not the method to find the inverse of the matrix. For your convenience, I just write down one of the method. Suppose you have to find out the inverse of this matrix by using elementary row transformations. Suppose this matrix is 1 5 1 6. We have to find out, we know that A equal to IA. Now we have to reduce A to I. Here A is 1 5 1 6 1 0 0 1 A. Now we have to reduce this to 1, as already it is 1, so nothing to do for step 1. So go to step 2. Step 2, you have to reduce this to 0. That is, here is to 0 using this one. So here it is present in row 2. So you can write row 2 is followed by row 2 minus row 1. That is 1 minus 1 0. If it is 3, then we can write row 2 is followed by row 2 minus 3 row 1, as it is 3 minus 3 into 1 3 0. So if you put row 2 is followed by row 2 minus row 1, 1 minus 1 0, 6 minus 5 1, again 0 minus 1 minus 1, 1 minus 0 1. Again go to step 3, again it is 1, so nothing to do for step 3. Go to step 4, we have to reduce this 5 to 0 using this one. As 5 is lies in row 1, so you can write row 1 is split by row 1 minus 5 row 2, that is 5 minus 5 0. Again it is reduced to 1 0 0 1, so I equal to A inverse into A, so A inverse is this. Suppose you have second question 2 3 2 3. Now write, if A is this, then we can write this equal to I into A. First we have to reduce this 2 to 1 by using the property row 1 is split by 1 by 2 row 1. If you multiply 1 by 2 on row 1, it is 1 by 2 1 by 2 into 2, it is 1, it is 3 by 2. Again right hand side is 1 by 2, it is 0 by 2 0. Now we have to reduce this 2 to 0 using this one. Now row 2 is split by row 2 minus 2 row 1, that is 2 minus 2 0. Again 3 minus 2 into 3 by 2, again it is 0. As you know that while using elementary transformation, if in LHS every elements of any row or column are 0, then we cannot find the inverse of this matrix. As it is row 2 is 0, we cannot find the, so inverse does not exist. Again it is a, if determinant of A is 0, so it is a singular matrix, so we cannot find the inverse of this matrix. Let's take another example. Let A equal to third example, A equal to 0 1 2 1 2 3 3 1 1. Let this matrix is A. Now you can write this as 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. We have to solve this by using elementary row transformation, that is we have to use only elementary row operations. As you know that we have three elementary row operations, Ri is plot Ri interchange with Rj, R1 is plot by Ri is plot by Ri Kri, again Ri is plot by Ri plus Krj, where K is a non-zero scalar. First we have to reduce this element to 1. Again there is a 1 in row 2. If we interchange row 1 and row 2, then step 1 is completed. So use the property row 1 is plot by row 1 interchange with row 2. By applying this property, we can write 1 2 3 0 1 2 3 1 1. Again it is 0 1 0 on the right side, 1 0 0 0 0 1. Again step 2, this and these to 0 by using this one. As already it is 0, we have to reduce 3 to 0. 3 is lies in row 3, so write row 3. Again row 3 minus using this one 3 row 1. As we know that we have to reduce this 3 to 0 using this 1, row 3 minus 3 into row 1. As you know that the property Ri is followed by Ri plus Krj. So row 3 we have to interchange row 3. We have to change row 3. That is row 3 minus 3 into row 1. That is 1 2 3 0 1 2 3 minus 3 0 1 minus 6 minus 5 1 minus 9. That is 3 minus 3, it is 0, 1 minus 6, it is minus 5, 1 minus 9, it is minus 8. Again on the right side 0 1 0 1 0 0 0 minus 3 into 0 0 0 minus 3 into 1 minus 3, it is 1. Again we have to reduce, go to first column is completed, go to second column. Again A2 to position is 1, so nothing to do for step 3. Go to step 4. That is you have to reduce this 2 and minus 5 to 0 using this one. So 2 is present on row 1, so row 1 is split by row 1 minus 2 row 2. Again row 3 minus 5 lies on row 3, so you can write row 3 is split by row 3 plus 3 into row 2, that is minus 5 plus 5, sorry, 5 row 2, sorry. By using this property, 1 minus 2 into 0, 1, again 2 minus 2, 0, 3 minus 4, it is minus 1, again it is 0, 1, 2, again row 3 is split by row 3 plus 5 row 2, that is 0 plus 5 into 0, 0, minus 5 plus 5, again 0, minus 8 plus 10, it is 2. Again row 1 minus 2 row 2, that is minus 2, 0 minus 2 into 1 minus 2, it is 1, it is 0, 1, 0, 0. And row 3 plus 5 row 2, 0 plus 5, it is 5, minus 3 plus 5 into 0, minus 3, 1 into A. Again column 2 completed, go to column 3. We have to reduce this element to 1 here, that is we have to reduce 2 to 1. So write row 3 is split by 1 by 2 row 3, implies 1, 0, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 0, 0, 1. As it is minus 2, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 5 by 2, minus 3 by 2, 1 by 2 into A. Now we have to reduce this and this to 0 using this one. So row 1 is split by row 1 plus row 3. Row 2 is split by row 2 minus 2 row 3. We have to reduce minus 1 to 0 using this one, that is minus 1 plus 1, 0. 2 minus 2 into 1, 2 minus 2, 0. So 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, because 1 minus 2 minus 2 into 2 into 1, that is 2 minus 2, 0, again 0, 0, 1. So left side complete. So row 1 plus row 3, minus 2 plus 5 by 2. 5 by 2 is 2.5, minus 2 plus 2.5, that is 1.5, that is 1 by 2. 1 minus 3 by 2, 3 by 2 is minus 1.5, 1 minus 1.5, it is minus 1.5, that is, sorry, minus 0.5, that is minus 1 by 2. 0 plus 1 by 2, it is 1 by 2. Again 1, 0, 0, sorry, row 2 minus 2 row 3. 1 minus 2 into 5 by 2, that is 1 minus 5, which is equal to minus 4. Again row 2 minus 2 row 3, 0 minus 2 into minus 3 by 2, 2 to cancel, that is it is plus 3. Again 0 minus 2 into 1 by 2, it is minus 1. Again it is 5 by 2 minus 3 by 2, 1 by 2. So complete. So I equal to A inverse into A. So A inverse equal to 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2, 1 by 2, minus 4, 3, minus 1, 5 by 2, minus 3 by 2, 1 by 2.